how's it going? Welcome back.
Out.
Thank you. Sorry for the delay. I was having issues with my phone.
Yeah, you both look gorgeous.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kayla,
thank you. No,
you got
okay.
the girls out. That seems like one of those like Victoria's Secret bras contraptions there.
How'd you know? I had to push
Oh,
these
'cause I know.
bikes up. I had to push them up. All right. Yeah.
You know, I swear, between both of your names, they were trying to mess me up because you both have names that are different, like more unique. So, okay, hold on. I'm going to make sure that I'm saying these correct because I know I said them the other day, but I'm going to just go back. Okay, so we got, is it just Kemone?
It is. Ding, ding, ding.
Kemone. It's Simone with a K.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Except
And
yeah.
and Keysla.
Yes.
Keysla and Kemone.
Keysla.
Yeah.
Keysla and Kemone. Okay, great. I mean, how can I screw that one up? They both start with a K, right? So we're good.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So here's my question. I guess we're just gonna get right into it then, right?
All right. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to know. My first question, by just looking at the both of you, is that really what you sleep in?
Occasionally. I do on Fridays, but I'm doing it today. So.
Only on Fridays. So you only wear that on Fridays?
Oh yeah.
I want to know what a Saturday looks like. That's my question. I want to know what a Saturday looks like.
That's for you to find out. This is just the tip of the iceberg. So hey.
I like that answer. And Kemone?
So yeah, this is definitely what I sleep in. You can't really see the full, but it's literally like a little crop top and some like little booty shorts. You know, very casual. Yeah, every day.
Did you say booty shorts?
Yeah, booty shorts. Yeah, you know, like jammies type. You know.
I like it. I like it, and that, I mean, it obviously makes my mind wander, but I feel like that's for another time.
Monday through Thursday, I normally sleep naked because like I hate sleeping in clothes, and that is a true fact. Like
I sleep semi-naked.
I really do.
Yeah, no, I hold on. I gotta turn it up because I feel like I can barely hear you. Say that again. Did I hear naked? Did you say you sleep naked a little bit?
Yeah, I normally do because I really hate sleeping in clothing because it's uncomfortable. So, yeah, I mean that's a true fact. I'm not trying to turn you on or anything, but it's true. Like that's normally how I sleep.
Nice. That sounds great. And and what about you, Kemone? Do you always sleep, like, are you always wearing something or?
Oh yeah, I don't sleep naked. No.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't think I could, because at least for me, I know the comments are gonna blow up as soon as I say this word again, but I don't like when my genitalia is like flying around everywhere. You know, I want it to be confined. So for me, it's important that I have my briefs on, not those like loosey goosey. I know exactly. They're just like they're ripping me apart. It's called a dick. I know. What it's called.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I mean, you wear boxers or boxer briefs?
Briefs. They need to be the tight ones. I need the tight ones, because if it's the loose ones like the Joe boxers, then everything's flopping around. Everything's moving around. I don't like that. I need it to be confined, you know?
Gotcha. Well, I mean, I kind of figured you did since, you know, I've seen pictures of you with the shorts, you know, so I figured that boxers wouldn't be your thing. I just wanted some clarification. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? So, yeah, my cucumber. Yeah, that's like the PG-13 version.
Eggplant, yeah, eggplant emoji.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So the thing is with me, can you imagine I'm like running gym class and, you know, we get guys in general, they get something called an NRB, a no reason boner. And I feel like if you get one of those, especially if you're on the upper end size wise and you know, just are running around in gym shorts, it's going to be everywhere. Everyone's going to see it. So I don't want to scare small school children with what I got. So, you know what I mean? You got to just be careful. You got to conceal it.
So note taken, you're above average. I guess that's what I'm implying from your statement, correct?
I'd say you're correct.
Right.
Not one of those things I want to brag about, because it's one of those things where it's like you got to under promise and over deliver, you know?
Indeed.
Right, gotcha.
Okay, moving on.
Got it.
I want I want to know. I want to know a couple things. Because I did like a little round robin, like a little lightning round with the last date that I was on with the two girls. So I'm curious. Maybe I'll just start asking some of the same questions so I can get to know you as well. We're gonna start with. We'll start with Kemone. Kemone, what's your favorite season?
My favorite season would have to be fall.
Fall, okay. And Keysla?
My favorite season is spring.
Oh, interesting. Okay, and I want to know. I mean, come on, why? I want to know why from both of you.
Oh, well, fall, I love the fact that I think next to winter, it's one of the most dramatic changes on the earth. And the leaves are beautiful. The weather is like, just right, personally for me.
Yeah.
And not too cold and it's not too hot. And it's the earth within itself, I feel, is going through a dramatic change when it's fall.
Okay, good. And Keysla?
Well, like in Florida, fall kind of sucks because that's when we get our hurricanes. Like it's always like August, September around that time. So, that kind of sucks when it comes to fall, here in Florida. I like spring because it's like the perfect temperature to play soccer. I play soccer a lot. So, yeah, and it's sometimes it gets like a little bit cold, which I like, but I mean, the only thing I like about summer is just like beach season. That's it, But anything other than like the beach, like I don't really like summer. But spring, I think, just has like the perfect temperatures, and it's
I
kind of like
like it.
bipolar. It's
I
like
like it.
sometimes it's a good day, sometimes it's really cold, but it's never really, really hot. So
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I guess it is like different for what state you're in, like how far south and north you are, because for us here, like basically every like it doesn't even matter. Like I don't know if you know, but like here in Toronto, at least you could have 4 seasons in one day. Like we're so crazy here. So
Oh yeah,
like,
that's Chicago. That's
yeah,
how
exactly.
it is. Yeah.
We're the Northeast. So here it's like you could have all the seasons all in one day, where it could be snowing, raining, sunshine, and hailing all in one day. It's crazy.
Right.
So, but if you want to know, if you must know, my favorite season is Ben Higgins' season. That's my favorite season of The Bachelor. Just a joke.
Okay, then.
Yeah, I love Ben Higgins. I don't know if you know who that is from The Bachelor, but he is my. I know. He's my favorite. I love Ben Higgins. So, anyways, but other than that, joking aside, summer all day. I love summer because that's the only time that I get to get dark. I love tanning. I love going and get my tan on. I feel good. I like it. I like the heat. I'm such a summer guy. So, okay, moving on. Beach or mountains? We'll start with you, Keysla.
Beach all the way.
Beach all the way. Okay, come on.
Yeah.
Beach. Okay, good. You guys both my kind of gals. I like it. Okay. Would you rather fly somewhere or drive somewhere? We'll start with you, Kate.
I rather fly somewhere.
You'd rather fly somewhere. Okay, Kemone?
I'm sorry, would you say drive or fly?
Yeah, would you rather fly or drive somewhere?
Fly, definitely.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And I guess extending onto that same question, Kemone, if you could go anywhere, where would you go right now?
Oh, wow, that is a tough question. I'd go back home, Jamaica, right now.
Hey, okay.
Yeah,
Now I'm curious, because you've just struck a real heart nerve with me, with Jamaica, because I love Jamaica.
Have you been? Yeah.
Many times. Have you, like, where do you stay? Where's your like, if you have family there, where's your family, like?
So I was born in Kingston, Jamaica, which, as you might know, is like not quite the safest place in Jamaica.
Right.
That is where the majority of my family is still to this day. I have a lot of uncles and cousins. My grandmother actually just passed away last year in Jamaica.
I'm sorry.
But when we do go vacation, we stay in Montego Bay. So I love Montego Bay. When we go visit family in Kingston, and we go to Negril, and we go to other places, because you travel when you're in Jamaica. We take a cab, or the bus in Jamaica or whatever it may be.
I
But
like
Montego
it.
Bay is pretty much our. I love Montego Bay. The people there are amazing. They have the best parties there. I think the best parties
It-
ever.
yeah,
And
it's definitely up there. Have you ever been to Ochi?
Ocho Rios, yeah.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
locals call it Ochi. You know that?
See, you might be. See, I didn't know that.
Okay. Yeah. Honestly, the
I
locals
know
there.
we call Montego Bay Mo Bay. Like that's my,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
my place
Yeah.
when I go visit other places. But it's
Yeah.
like, yeah. I have to ask my
Exactly.
mom. They call it. So they call it Ochi.
Yeah, they call Ocho Rios is called Ochi. Like if you know, like one of my really good friends is from there. Like she's born and raised there, and she's even still lives there. And whenever I go there, I have to go to Ochi because there's big, like giant Ochi parties. Because Ocho
Yeah.
Rios is basically based on a lot of tourism, right? Like you have all the cruise ships that come, or not all of them, but a lot of them come into Ocho Rios. So you have a huge culture of tourism, but they also try to preserve their own culture and their own customs to actually like show the tourists and show the people what it is that they're all about in Ochi. So I always party in Ochi. I've been to
So
like.
have you spent time in Montego Bay at all?
No, I haven't. I like very,
Good.
very, very short amount of time. I went to Dunn River Falls as well, if you know.
Of course,
Yeah.
of
So,
course.
but I
That's
love
the
it. I love it. All right. So I wanna get to Keysla as well. So Keysla, if you could go anywhere in the world, girl, where would you go today?
Well, you know what? I was gonna say Puerto Rico, but things are not going really good over there right now. So I'm gonna probably hold on that and like go to Italy because I just want to eat like a shit ton of spaghetti and pizza. So I want to taste like the real Italian food, not like the Americanized version of Italian food.
True.
So I would say Italy.
I like it. I like it. Yeah, I love Italy as well. As you both know, I'm a big traveler, and I've spent a lot of time in Italy. I've been to like, see the thing is, I swear everything I say I'm going to offend somebody, but I've been to basically everywhere that you would want to go in Italy, excluding Calabria. That's like the only place that seems to be a place that people have asked me if I've been to, and I have not been there. But I need to go back eventually when all this Corona stuff ends, and I'll definitely go down to Calabria. But I've been to like Venice, Italy. I've been to Milan. I've been to Pisa, Livorno, Pompeii, Rome, Civitavecchia, anywhere, Sicily, anywhere you could think of in Italy, I've been for the most part. So I love it there, and you would have an amazing time if you love authentic cuisine. You've never had authentic like Italian pizza like you will when you go to Pompeii or Naples. I should say Naples is like the hub for really, really good pizza. Not Naples, Florida. I already know there's people in the comments.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say Naples, Florida.
Yeah, Naples,
No.
Italy. So Naples and what's it called? Pompeii. They're known for what is it? Mount Vesuvius, right? The giant volcano that basically destroyed an entire village or town or whatever. And so you can go there and you can eat pizza, and then you can go and look at this volcanic, like basically the ash and all the things that are the leftover from it. So you get some history, but you also get some delicious Italian food. So it's the best place to go. Love it. Okay, move it.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question real quick?
Of course. Hit me, yeah.
So do you want children? Do you want kids?
Yeah, I
Oh,
do.
you my question.
I definitely do. Yeah, for sure.
Good.
People always laugh at me when I say this, but I want a team. I want to build I want a basketball team, you know? I want a little team. I want,
Nice.
it's probably like it's the most egotistical thing I could probably say at this point, but like I want little like blue-eyed babies running around, you know?
Oh, blue eyes.
Aw.
Exact.
Yeah. I got blue
Well,
eyes.
my daughter has green.
Yeah, I think my eyes are pretty dominant. They must be a dominant gene because I don't know. I just feel like it's a dominant gene. Also, I remember, I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know if he was yanking my chain, but my doctor, when I was really young, told me, I remember this, I was like probably 13, 14 years old. He told me that I have a gene that gives me a high probability of having twins as for kids. I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, I've been pregnant with twins in the past, so.
You have twins?
No. I was pregnant with twins in the past. Like a year after I had my oldest daughter, I was pregnant with twins, with identical twins.
Oh my God! Wow.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't successful, but I mean, it was possible for me to get pregnant with twins. So I don't know if twins run, I don't know if it's like, if it's like dominant on the mother's side or the father's side. Like, I don't know how that works, but
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
was possible for me. So if you want a
If I had,
team,
yeah, if I have twins, like I'll be super happy. But I would say I want to have four. I want to say I'm gonna go with four.
okay.
It,
So here's considering how many kids you want and all that. Since you mentioned how many kids you want, if you were with me and you had kids with me, would you consider my daughters, the ones that I currently have, as your own? Would you love them as your own?
like you're saying, if we're at the point where we had kids, like we're having kids, and
Well,
yeah,
let's say we're in a relationship. Would
yeah,
you be able to love my daughters as you would love your own? Because that's very like important for me. Because I
yeah.
can't have someone like you know love like their blood kids, but not kids that are not their blood. Because I kind of went through that with the father of my youngest. So I just don't want it to like happen again. So
Yeah, so I mean, if I answer your question completely honestly, I would say, um, if I'm with someone who I'm like, I want to spend my rest of my life with them, so much so that I'm ready to have kids with them, I would say, yeah, I would love their kids. I would be the father figure. I would absolutely be that person for them. But I think I think that I probably differ and just slightly veer off on that would be like my own like blood kids would, I think, always have like a special place. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to explain, but I think that when you create something, like you're a mother, obviously, when you create something, it's different than someone else's kids brought into you. You're still going to love them. It's not that you don't love them, but it's always just going to be slightly different, something different, in terms of your creation, you know? Maybe that's just my own way of looking at it, but I think that something that I create with someone is super special, and there will never be something as special as that. So my lover or my wife's kids will obviously be loved by me and taken care of, and I'll be their father or father figure, whatever roles that they want me to have. But yeah, it probably just wouldn't be the exact same. That's the only thing, but I would still love them.
Well, Josh, I think that you may be kind of like speaking on this prematurely. You may have like
True.
younger kids or like cousins or stuff, but I would say with that question I mean, in general, like if another woman ever asked you, just to kind of like, because there's nothing like experiencing, other people's children or your own.
True.
And I'll tell you that it is definitely a life changer. And, I would give you that you're prematurely kind of like, speaking on topic, and which, given I have a lot of friends who don't have kids,
Yeah.
and they say all of these things. I've experienced it, and as soon as they've had their own or been in a similar situation, they come to be like, "Come on, you were so right. Oh my God, it's not
yes,
like
yeah.
that." But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely, 100%. It's something that I don't like. I don't have my own kids yet. But one thing that I can speak to is how excited I've been my whole life to be a dad. Like that's, it's not something that came with age or maturity. It's always been that way. Ever since I myself was a kid, I always said I can't wait to be like the cool dad. Like the soccer dad, the soccer.
Awesome. I could be a soccer mom. Awesome. Because I do play soccer, so yeah.
Um,
That's
it
awesome.
doesn't have to be necessarily soccer, but you know what I mean? Like I want to be like the supportive, like I've always wanted that. And that's always been something that has been like really, really important to me. I think that the reason why I like got into business and like really fought hard for this and created the career and the life that I wanted was to make room for my future family, to create a lifestyle where we don't have to worry about things. We can do the things we want and do things we love and not have to be tied down to a schedule or something. I want to be like almost like the working stay-at-home dad, where I can actually be dad. I can actually be that guy and support my kids and not just throw them a paycheck and make sure that they're taken care of financially, but also physically, literally be there, watch their first steps, take them to their first hockey practice or lacrosse or whatever, basketball, whatever it is. I want to actually be there. And that's why I've created this lifestyle where, I don't have to punch in, punch out, 9 to 5, sit in an office. I can, run around and do things after the kids go to bed, or, before they wake up in the morning, or in between, whatever it is. That's why I've created that. So family has always been at the focal point, and it's always been the most important thing to me at all times. Always.
So you are very family oriented, I take.
Very much so. Yeah. No, I'm tight with my family. I'm very, very lucky and blessed and fortunate to have the most supportive family, like both my parents, my brother, who's very, my brother is my best friend. My younger brother is my best friend. So it's always been an important thing to me. Like Sunday dinner, there's nothing other than this coronavirus. There's nothing that has ever stopped us from doing every Sunday. We get together as family and we break bread together.
Okay, because I mean, I'm very close with with my family. Of course, I'm about this, so I mean, it's kind of like it's more sentimental to me for me to be close with mine because my biological mom, she passed away. I don't know my dad, so he didn't want me. So like, I don't know them, but I do have like contact with my biological sisters, and every day I talk to my mom. That's like, and I talk with her more, because I moved out. If I would have moved in with her, like we would have been killing each other, but like now, like we talk every day. And on top of that, we kind of have to because of my daughters. Like, okay, what's your schedule? When can you watch, or this and that. So it's imperative for me, like, to be family oriented, because if my family is not accepting of the man that I'm with, like, I don't think I could proceed with that relationship, because it's really important for me for both families to get along. So this is why I asked that.
Hey guys, sorry to pop in. Just giving y'all like a 5-minute warning. So just get in your last questions, comments, thoughts, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Got it.
Yeah. Thanks, Harrison. All right, go ahead. You got any last questions for me?
You go first, Keysla.
All right. So let's say that we're together, and the father of my kid did not like you. Would you continue to pursue the relationship with me, or would you leave me?
The father of your kid?
Yeah, the father of my kid. If he didn't like you, or if he rubbed you the wrong way, or vice versa, would you leave me because of that, or would you stay and fight it for me?
I think it depends. I think that it's like that's such a like niche, like specific question that like I would need to know way more. Like that's so complicated. I honestly I could not give you an honest answer just with that. I mean, like I'd have to know, like, am I married to this girl? What does she think of him? What's her relationship with him? What are their kids' relationship with him? Like I would need to know. Like, is he a crook? Like, is he okay guy? Like I don't know any of those things.
Okay, well, the fathers of my girls, like they're not crooks or anything. They're both stable guys. They both work, etc. But obviously, if you're married to me, like I would hope you stay with me. Like I wouldn't expect the divorce from you because y'all didn't get along. Like I would expect for two grown men to like solve the problem. But I was just asking, like, if we were boyfriend and girlfriend, because obviously if you're married to me, like I doubt you would divorce me because of that. So,
yeah, definitely not. What I will say, I'm not going to give you a straight answer, but I'll give you a generic one, which is when you love someone, like when you truly have like that deep rooted love for someone, you would do anything for them, and you're not going to leave them because of somebody not liking them. Like, when you have true love, none of that stuff matters. Love prevails. Love conquers all. That's it.
Yeah, I like that answer. That's good.
Your other interest besides, I know you are a realtor.
Yep.
What are some other interests that you may have, Josh?
Yeah, that's a great question as well. Honestly, I am a diehard boxing and UFC fan, like diehard. Like I don't miss a single card. I don't miss a single match. Like I've been watching UFC since the late 90s, like 98 probably, which is way too young, by the way. Like I was way too young when I started watching it. I'm a Floyd Mayweather. Actually, I like all the Mayweathers, like right from like Roger, like everybody. Like I'm a Mayweather fan. I'm a Pacquiao fan.
Yes.
Actually, I'll let you finish. I'm listening.
Yeah, no, I love like all the old boxes as well. Like, I mean, everybody from like Cassius Clay, which is like Muhammad Ali. That was his original name. Mike Tyson, all the greats. I am a diehard fan. So with all those, I mean, that's by far my favorite sport. And then other than that, I would say, honestly, I'm a really social being. I love socializing. I love people. I'm a people person. I love to travel. Those are like my 3 big things.
Travel, people, and boxing. Okay.
Yeah, basically. And but honestly, I will say as a disclaimer, I started off liking boxing when I was like a little kid, but my love for UFC and like mixed martial arts now, but UFC mostly, is it takes the cake. I do not miss a single UFC match. I don't miss a single one.
Interesting.
Yeah. And Dana White, like the president, is like one of my biggest idols on the planet. He's my spirit animal. I love him.
Oh.
Wait, who?
Yeah.
Who is?
His name's Dana White. He's like one of the part owners.
Okay. Okay, I thought you meant like president of the U.S., but you're talking about UFC. Got it.
Yeah, he's like the brainchild. He's like the guy. He's like the visionary when it comes to anything UFC. He's the guy pulling the strings. He's a mastermind. He's so intelligent.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with Dana White because I watch UFC as well, so I'm familiar with it. Yeah.
Okay. It sounds like Kemone also. You're a boxing fan or something?
Absolutely not.
You're not? Oh shit. Okay.
No. I just heard the news about Floyd Mayweather's daughter and what's going on with her. Yeah, not a good boxing fan, but I don't have to be. So what type of music do you like?
Honestly, I know I'm going to offend half the audience right now, but I like everything except for country music.
You don't like country music?
I don't either.
But you gotta dig some country.
There's like that one song I like by Carrie Underwood. That's it. That's it.
Is that Jesus Take the Wheel?
No, the Louisville Slugger. Boom.
Yep,
like
that's the song. That's the
yeah.
song. Yes.
Yeah, I know. Well, somebody's upset.
So you don't have
guys. I think that's a good note to end it on. Is you not liking
I just don't like it. I don't know. It's just I don't vibe with it. I can't relate to it because I'm from the city. So.
All right. Well, Keysla, Kemone, thank you guys for coming on. Don't forget to update your diaries with your thoughts from today's day. Okay?
Girl, I sure will, because I always speak my mind.
I'm counting on it. We all are.
Read my diary.
We will. Girl, we will. All right, guys. Have a good day. Good night.
Bye, guys. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so I guess I'll just get right into it. I have a Tim Hortons story that I've now forgotten. Give me 1 sec. Tim, okay, what did you say right before I offered up that story? What did you say? You said something, right? Okay.
What? Sorry?
What did you said something about your hat? What did you say? Because it's
custom made and limited edition.
Where did you get it?
Tim Hortons.
Oh, yes. Okay, I got it. Thanks for that. Okay, so here's the story. I used to. Okay, this is like a really random story, but Tim Hortons are obviously, as you know, they're very prominent here in Southern Ontario. They're huge, and it's like a cultural thing. So there is probably a Tim Hortons outside of every high school I went to, and I went to a lot of them. There is a Tim Hortons outside of all the high schools at like the plaza, and I can remember being in the 10th grade and skipping classes. I skipped my history class almost every day. And I would go to Tim Hortons and I would just buy myself like a hot chocolate or whatever. Or actually, you know what? You guys are going to love this. And I know Kay's going to love this. A white hot chocolate or a candy cane hot chocolate.
Disgusting. No, we need a new Bachelor.
But you love it because it's just a Tim Hortons thing.
I know. I have a Tim Hortons literally 2 seconds from my house because I'm on that Niagara Falls Canadian border.
Okay.
So we have it over where I am. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying that you just said all the wrong answers for the Tim Hortons, so I don't know if you're a true Canadian.
I'm definitely not a true Canadian. Definitely not. I am from Toronto after all. Everybody here, like if people ask, like when I'm on vacation in Mexico and somebody says, oh, like where are you from? I'm like, oh, I'm from Canada. I'm like, oh, I'm from Canada too. Where are you from? And I'll be like, I'm from Toronto. And be like, oh, you're not Canadian. Yeah.
Now we found out that you're not.
He's lied to us this whole time.
Yeah, I'm Canadian just by my passport. That's about it. But yeah. So, anyways, I'm there, and I got all these different drinks every day. I would get a drink,